Good day everyone and welcome to another edition of In Case You Missed It. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel. Chelsea defender Adarabioyo is considering switching allegiance from England to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria after a meeting with some NFF officials in London. According to recent reports, Chelle has reportedly been appointed as the new coach of the Super Eagles by the NFF. Nigeria forward Iheanacho has joined Sevilla FC as a free agent after the end of his contract with Leicester City. He looks to team up with Super Eagles teammate Chelle. Nigeria sprinter and national champion Ofili was denied the 100-meter race at the ongoing 2024 Paris Olympic Games due to the incompetence of the officials of the Athletic Federation of Nigeria and the Nigeria Olympic Committee. Ex-Super Eagles winger Utaka has confirmed he applied for the vacant Fly Eagles coaching job. Minister of Sports Senator John Ennon denied meeting with the new coach of the Super Eagles, Chelle, in Paris. Check out the latest transfer update from Oshimen to Arsenal and also Manchester United and Tottenham transfer situations. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) are reportedly in talks to convince Nigeria eligible star Adarabioyo to switch his international allegiance from England to Nigeria. The spotlight is on Adarabioyo more after joining Chelsea as a free agent over the summer, taking a walk across the street after running down his contract at Fulham. He was born in England to Nigerian parents and played at 4 youth levels, but 9 years since his last appearance for the under-19, he is yet to make his senior team debut. But he has his sights on making the English senior team and will likely fancy his chances now that he is at English top club side in Chelsea. According to London World, top officials of the country's football federation have contacted the 26-year-old to convince him to switch his international allegiance. It is not the first time he has been approached. He had previously turned down 2 approaches, including one from Osimhen in 2023 ahead of the African Cup of Nations, where Nigeria reached the final and lost to Ivory Coast. The NFF are motivated by Ademola Lookman, who previously rejected approaches before switching in 2021 to push for a similar outcome from the Chelsea defender. As noted by Brilliant Sports, former Super Eagles coach Austin Oguavon was his guest at Craven Cottage in December 2022, one of the efforts made by the country to convince him. London World approached Adarabioyo's camp to see if he had made up his mind on where he would play his international football, and they said a decision had not been made yet. He is not the only Nigeria-eligible player at Chelsea. Others include Noni Madueke, Kani Chukwuemeka, Leslie Ugochukwu, and young forward Derrick George. The team is currently without a coach, following the resignation of coach Finidi George, who quit his role as permanent boss after 2 games in June. But that won't stop the NFF to try and make the Chelsea defender play for the Super Eagles, as they believe he's at the right age and has the required experience to help the team as they head for a rebuild. Nigeria has successfully convinced some dual nationality players, including William Troost-Ekong, Leon Balogun, Maduka Okoye, and Ademola Lookman. Maduka Okoye praised Garnacho after admitting the former manager helped him to fulfill his dream of representing the Super Eagles. Okoye made his debut in a friendly match against Brazil in 2019, replacing the injured Francis Zoho. He was the first choice goalkeeper for Nigeria at AFCON 2021. Hello everyone and welcome to Sport Talks with Bami. Please subscribe for more updates. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has reportedly agreed terms with Mali tactician Chelle to become the new Super Eagles coach ahead of the forthcoming African Cup of Nations qualifiers. The Football House has finally made a decision, having earlier announced that a foreign coach will be appointed as Finidi George's replacement. Finidi stepped down as the Super Eagles coach after poor performances in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, in which Nigeria managed a draw with South Africa in Uyo before losing away to Benin. Nigeria Football Federation made it clear that a foreign coach will be engaged to lead the team. According to Ongo Nigeria, that seems to have been sorted. According to the website, NFF President Ibrahim Gusau stated that all terms of the incoming Super Eagles coach have been sorted out. Further reports that Chelle was selected from a shortlist of 3, which include former Gambia coach Tom Saintfiet and Manchester United assistant coach Steve McLaren. The 46-year-old Malian will now be tasked with steering the Super Eagles through their upcoming international fixture in September as they look to bounce back from a terrible start to their 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign under former boss Finidi George. Nigeria begin their quest to qualify for the 2025 AFCON tournament on September 7 when they take on neighbors Benin Republic at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. It was gathered that the new coach has already submitted the names of invitees for the first leg of the cracker against the Cheetahs of Benin at home. The clubs of all the players in the preliminary list has already been notified and the final 25-man list will be announced soon. Meanwhile, it was gathered that former Gambia coach Tom Saintfiet was favourite for the job, willing that the members of the NFF technical committee grilled the 51-year-old Belgian in a virtual interview. Saintfiet is currently in charge of the Philippine national team after he was appointed in February 2024. We earlier reported that NFF were eyeing Hervé Renard as the next Super Eagles coach, but their interest may have encountered an obstacle before it became real. The Super Eagles managerial position became vacant after ex-international Finidi George resigned after leading the team to 2 disappointing games as permanent boss. NFF offered €2 million to Renard, who is currently in charge of the French women's team, outbidding Egypt, which offers slightly lower salary. Nigeria international Kelechi Iheanacho has secured a move to Sevilla FC following his departure from Manchester City at the end of the 2023-2024 season. Iheanacho left Leicester City at the end of last season following the expiration of his contract with the Foxes. Iheanacho joined Leicester in 2017 from Manchester City for nearly €28 million, scoring 61 goals, including the winner against his former club in the FA Community Shield final at Wembley Stadium in August 2021 and providing 34 assists in 232 appearances for the Foxes. Despite interest from Ipswich Town, West Ham United and Aston Villa, the 27-year-old forward is set to undergo a medical examination in Spain either on Tuesday or Wednesday, as reported by transfer expert Florian Plettenberg. The senior man also have multiple offers from Turkish and Saudi Arabian clubs, but has decided to sign for European heavyweights. Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano confirmed the news on his official X account on Sunday. According to the Italian, Kelechi Iheanacho and Sevilla are close to finalizing the documents, and it is expected to be completed in a few days. Upon passing the medicals, Iheanacho is expected to sign a long-term contract with the 7-time UEFA Europa League champions. In his 7th season at King Power Stadium, he helped the club to win the 2020-2021 FA Cup, beating Chelsea in the final, and the Community Shield, beating his former club, Manchester City. Iheanacho will replace Youssef El Nasseri, who made his move to Fenerbahce last week. The Spanish La Liga side signed Chidera Ejuke on a free transfer earlier in the summer and are on the verge of signing another Nigerian international forward as they continue to improve their squad ahead of the new season. Ejuke, who also signed as a free agent this July, recently ended his stint with Russian club CSKA Moscow. The winger is settling well at Sevilla and was named the man of the match as the club won the 13th edition of the Trofeo Antonio Puerta on Friday night. If the deal goes through as expected, Iheanacho will join Ejuke, Arsenal Noni, Albert Sambi Nukunga, Patrick Fernandes, and Saul Niguez as Sevilla's new players. Please subscribe for more updates. Nigeria's sprinter Favour Ofili expressed her frustration on Tuesday, revealing that she will not compete in the 100-meter race at the ongoing Olympics in Paris due to administrative failure by the Athletics Federation of Nigeria and Nigeria Olympic Committee. She called for accountability from those responsible and voiced out her doubt about the trustworthiness of both organizations. The Louisiana State University track and field alumni hopes to be entered in the 200-meter event. Her post read, "It is with great regret that I have just been told I will not compete in the 100 meters at these Olympic Games. I qualified, but those with the AFN and NOC failed to enter me. I have worked for 4 years to earn this opportunity. For what?" Despite qualifying for the event, Ofili disclosed that the official did not enter her, marking a repeat of the previous Olympics in Tokyo 2020. She added, "Please remember, in the last Olympic Games, I was not able to compete because AFN, NADC, and NOC failed to release funds for athletes to be tested, which made 14 athletes that qualified to not compete. Now this. If those responsible are not held accountable for taking this opportunity from me, neither organization can be trusted in the future. Next one is the 200 meters. I hope I am entered." Ofili secured her place in the women's 200 meters event at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. The 21-year-old was entered for the 100 meter, 200 meters, 400 meters, and 100 by 1 relay. Ofili, who tweeted around 10 p.m., was one of the 10 Nigerian athletes declared ineligible for the Olympics by the Athletic Integrity Unit because they were not tested rigorously enough in the run-up to Tokyo 2020, making her debut in Paris, flaunting her stunning credentials of once being in the top 8 at the World Championship. The athlete is a Commonwealth Games silver medalist, an African Game champion, a former World Under-20 champion, and African Senior Athletic Championship champion in the 200 meters. Her current world record stands at 23rd in 100 meter, 52nd in 200 meters. Her highest ranking are 13th in 200 meter, 23rd in 100 meter, and 37th in 400 meter. In May, Ofili also shattered 3 records in a month. Former Super Eagles winger John Utaka has expressed an interest in becoming the next coach of the Nigeria Under-20 national team. The role has become vacant following the departure of Ladan Boso, who has since taken up the managerial position at Bayelsa United. The 42-year-old Utaka, who enjoyed an outstanding playing career that saw him representing 30 clubs across 3 continents, believes he can bring a wealth of experience to the role. Utaka playing in the Premier League and the League One. He represented Nigeria at the 2010 World Cup as well as the 2004 and 2006 AFCONs. He's currently the coach of French side Montpellier HSC, where he's in charge of the under-19 side. The ex-Portsmouth star has already obtained his UEFA E license and he is working towards his UEFA Pro badge, having worn the green jersey with pride on 49 occasions. Utaka insists he knows exactly what it takes to represent Nigeria at the highest level. In an interview with Bila FM, Utaka said, "I have applied for the under-20 job and it is something I would like to do if given the chance." Utaka elaborated on his suitability for the role, citing his experience turning out for the Super Eagles and the need to restore the pride in the shirt. He said, "I think it will be good because as a player, I knew what it took to play for the country, which is something the youth need to understand." He said, "When you play for the Nigeria, you play with your heart." The NFF has asked interested persons to apply for the Flying Eagles job, with August 4, 2024 as the deadline for submission of applications. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) will now consider their options before appointing a successor to Boso. If Utaka gets the nod, it will be a homecoming of a sort for a player who lit up the Nigeria football scene during his playing days. With his playing pedigree and fast-growing coaching career, the former Nigeria international is in a strong position. However, he will face a stiff competition for the job, with several other experienced coaches likely to throw their heart into the ring. Meanwhile, the Minister of Sports, Senator John Ennon, has denied the claim that he had a meeting with the new Super Eagles coach, Chelle. Recent reports suggest that he was in Paris to negotiate with the agent of Malian coach, Chelle, for the Super Eagles head coach position. These claims imply that the minister was bypassing the NFF to appoint a new coach for the national team. However, Diana Mary Tiku-Unsan, the senior assistant to the Minister of Sport, has firmly debunked this rumor circulating in the Nigeria media outlets. She clarified that the report of Ennon meeting with Chelle's agent in Paris are entirely baseless, putting an end to the widespread speculation. The Super Eagles have been without a head coach since the resignation of Finidi George, who left citing a lack of support from the NFF. With their next match, a crucial 2025 African Cup of Nations qualification tie against Benin, scheduled for September 7, the pressure is mounting to find a new coach for the Eagles. With the new Premier League season starting in just 2 weeks, clubs are looking to accelerate their transfer plans ahead of what promised to be an incredibly competitive campaign at both ends of the table. Let's get into the latest transfer story of the day. Fulham has submitted a new bid for Scott McTominay of over £20 million, which has now been rejected by Manchester United. It does not meet Manchester United's valuation of £30 million for the Scotsman, but they may be willing to do business at £25 million. Fulham are progressing with the talks in the belief that McTominay is open to the move. Both Galatasaray and Fenerbahce are competing with Fulham to sign Scott McTominay. Everton are also admirers of the player, but are unlikely to be able to afford him. Tottenham Hotspur are exploring options as they look to bring in a new striker or potentially a new winger based on opportunities. Tottenham explored a move for Dominic Solanke. He is among the target for Spurs. It's going to be difficult for Tottenham as he is a key player of AFC Bournemouth, but so far there's no formal bid to Bournemouth. Paris Saint-Germain and Benfica have signed all documents for João Neves deal, all sealed at €60 million fixed price, €10 million in add-ons, and Renato Sanchez moved to Benfica on loan. João completed the main part of medical test at PSG and then set to sign his contract. This move will now open the door for Manchester United to bring in Manuel Ugarte. PSG are now willing to accept a paid loan offer for Manchester United midfield target Manuel Ugarte, with a lucrative buy option included, according to French media, L'Equipe. According to reports in Italy, Arsenal are ready to come in for Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. The Gunners are reportedly long-term admirers of Osimhen and could push to sign him. PSG has already agreed on personal terms with him, but couldn't complete the deal because of his hefty €130 million release clause. They are now willing to offer a fee of €90 million as things stand, and they will have to sell either Gonzalo Ramos or Rando Kolo-Muani. In addition, Chelsea has reportedly been informed of Napoli's new asking price for Osimhen, although the Italian giants are hoping for his €130 million release clause to be paid in full. They will now accept an offer of €71.1 million, which is £60 million plus Romelu Lukaku, according to 90 Minutes. Noza Masara's move to Manchester United is now imminent, as they confirm their plan to bring him to the club as soon as Wan-Bissaka leaves. We understand Manchester United consider Masara as an ideal option, as he's also able to play as left back if needed. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has now reached a verbal agreement with West Ham United. The 26-year-old right back will sign a contract until 2029 with West Ham United, but no agreement with Man United yet. West Ham have made an offer of £10 million. Manchester United demand up to £80 million at this stage, but negotiations are ongoing and is looking to be completed in the next few hours. Arsenal are closing in on Mikel Merano's deal as verbal agreement is now getting closer, according to Fabrizio Romano. Agreement is in place on personal terms as Merino won the move. Verbal discussions with Real Sociedad for a package of over €30 million. Talk is accelerating to get the deal done as soon as possible.